So I think both sides want to have a juror that's going to be fair and open-minded, but also a juror that would be sort of more sympathetic or understanding of their side of the case. Red flags, anybody who has already formed an opinion on his guilt or innocence to the extent that they wouldn't be impartial or wouldn't listen to the evidence. And hopefully those candidates will be sussed out during the jury selection. One of the problems in the jury selection process in this case is everybody on the group of jurors, or the venare, as it's called, will have heard about this case. And most people will form some sort of opinion. So the question is whether their opinion will, they can overcome their own biases and still be fair and impartial and listen to the evidence.
Number 16, the photograph is allowed without objection. The bases to get expert reports in as opposed to the expert's testimony?
Well, again, Your Honor, this applies to a lot of items such as fingerprints, and there would be charts of the photo.
You know, I think it cuts both ways. His celebrity status, I think, arguably cuts both ways in this case. I think we hold our heroes to a higher standard sometimes, and there's been so many reported incidents in the NFL in the last couple of years, between everything from Adrian Peterson to I can't remember who was the Baltimore Raven, Ray Rice maybe, other professional football players who have been accused of criminal wrongdoing, that there's this flavor that some of these players think they're all above the law. That being said, you have a bunch of, I'm sure there are going to be a bunch of Patriot fans in the venare and some Patriot fans on the jury. Well, I think for the district attorney's office, it's a huge, it's an enormous trial and a very political trial, and a case they put a lot of resources into, and I think in some respects they really may need a win here, because I think they'll let down their constituency if they don't win. You know, in terms of the defense. You know, it seems to be at this point still only a circumstantial case against Mr. Hernandez, which makes it triable for the defense. If he wins this, then it's on to Boston. If he loses this case, who knows what happens next in Suffolk County with the other charges.